Well, if I remember correctly, back in the 90s, Audi came out with a lot of concept models because we wanted to enter more seriously the space of sports car and super sports car. And I think there were a lot of design concepts around, and one was in a very evolutionary stage in 93, 94, 95, a kind of a car which looked a little bit already like a TT. And then the company decided, should we go with super sports car or should we go with something more smaller and compact? And I think then we decided, let's go for a more compact version. So we looked at which platforms we had, which engines we had, and what could be a good package. Also, what was the customer looking for? Some of the competitor had already launched the one or the other car, and we said, well, let's give them something which looks like the TT. Iconic design, very sporty drive capabilities, yet at a fairly good budget price. So a lot of people could get access to that car. The TT originally was designed of one of the best car designers we in the group ever had, that's Walter da Silva. And it has this very distinct, what we call tornado lines. So basically you see 1/3 is glass, 2/3 is metal. It has this kind of coupé fighter-like look from the outside. I think it was the first of its kind who took such an aggressive new design in regards of body shape. It looks like a little starfighter. It's very sporty, and that's why we probably call it an iconic car, because it got also a lot of design awards. When it came out, a lot of people were kind of amazed about the look. It was something new. It was a new school of thought, a new design line which came with the TT, and ever since you saw much more Audis coming with similar design lines, whether it's the A5 Sportback, the A7. They're distinct, very different by Audi. Got a lot of requests from customers to say, well, can you have it with a smaller engine, make it more price attractive, make it more accessible? And then we started thinking and said, well, why not? If our customers keep on requesting that, listen to the customers and bring a smaller yet very performance oriented, but still also very efficient engine. It's a 4-cylinder engine, so we lose a lot of weight on the engine, so it makes the car lighter, it makes it more dynamic, it has a high elasticity in performance and acceleration, and I think it's a very strong package now. I drove myself a car on the Dubai Autodrome after have not driven it maybe for a year, 1.5 years, and I was very surprised. Going from an R8 into a TT, I felt like, you know, it's not going to excite me because, you know, it's not so much power, but when you go and you drive it hard on the curbs, you realize that the car goes very well. You can drive very direct lines, and because it doesn't have that weight, it goes as smooth as silk.